Director of Sport Christopher Jones did not mix his words when relating the tardiness of associations that will have an impact on how those associations garner funding in 2018.
Well, in fact, you guys are now going to be privileged to what the NSC, with the National Sports Commission Board, will be doing in 2018 as relates to funding to any association. Taking into account that in 2015 we launched the national database of athletes. And of course, as we mentioned, the only way you can populate a database is the relevant associations and federations need to submit the information on their athletes. Many of the, I would say about 80% of the associations and federations have not submitted that information. So what is going to happen in 2018? In order for us to populate that database, no association, no federation will receive any funding from the National Sports Commission unless the information on their respective athletes is submitted into the database. That's another criteria we're going to put in place. Outside of that, the associations have not yet submitted to us their calendar of activities for 2018. So essentially, us, Sports Commission, making a request to the Ministry of Finance was based on the allocation that we did in 2017, and we just preempt, and that's how the figure is now up to $30 million as a requested. But it is not that the association submit to us their calendar of activities. So as we stand, we have no idea what any association will be engaged in 2018 as relates to regional or international tournaments. The only time we will know is when the request comes. And then it will put us in a spot as to whether or not we can contribute, because we either did not cater for it, and that is the situation that we have. Now, it is nothing new. All of the associations and federations are aware that on a yearly basis they are to submit to the National Sports Commission their audited financial statement, the update in terms of if they have a new executive, and their calendar of activities for the year to come. So it's nothing new to them, but to date we haven't received those information from them as yet.
While Jones noted that both the Guyana Hockey Board and the Guyana Squash Association to date have been in compliance with the requests of the National Sports Commission, he did note part of what will fuel the 2018 sport budget.
Treading on what we would have been able to accomplish in 2017, the National Sports Commission, we would have submitted our requests for our continuation in 2018 and beyond. Because essentially, as you note, many of our projects will require hundreds of millions. So essentially what we have to do is break it up into phases. So to continue those phases, for example, the work that is going on at the National Gymnasium, the continued enhancement at the Cliff Anderson Sports Hall, we have submitted those requests. We're just awaiting the announcement by the Honorable Minister of Finance to see if those requests are had.
2018 will provide the National Sports Commission with refreshed funding to aid various associations in the coming year, but Jones made it clear that responsibility will be key in the new year for associations. Tristan Joseph, Newsroom Sport.